to another fundamental alley of information. We're gonna be covering quite a bit this today, so just bear with me. These are the headlines for today. I mean, we're gonna be covering quite a few things. We're gonna be covering a phishing scam that took place on one of the main websites on crypto sort of hemisphere. Things like CoinGecko were targeted. We'll learn about that. We'll look into some adoption news, especially to do with sports.
Your screen advanced 2Z.
1 second. So sorry. Thank you for reminding me. But yeah, we'll be looking through quite a bit of like headline news. So if you guys can just bear with me, we'll be going through Nasdaq partnering with XP to launch a cryptocurrency exchange in Brazil. That's super interesting. I want to see how the centralized world works in the decentralized world, right? So Nasdaq is there. We'll be talking about Chelsea Football Club following Barcelona, Man United Football Club, and Man City with a cryptocurrency sponsorship. So we're going to hear about that. And then we're going to hear about Cryptocom's new face, Joel Embiid, a new superstar. So we're gonna see a little bit about that sponsorship. So yeah, let's just get started and kind of look into these things because I think it's important. So the headline here reads, popular crypto data sites targeted with phishing attack. Right? Etherscan, something that we use for checking our transactions. CoinGecko, a place that we look for to see our tokens, all got hit by this phishing scam. So let's kind of read about it a little bit, you know. So the article reads, Crypto.com website Etherscan, CoinGecko, another reported incident of a malicious pop-up prompting users to connect their MetaMask wallet. The phishing attack appears to come from a domain displaying the Bored Ape Yacht Club logo. As of press time, the site tied to the domain appeared to be taken down. According to a Whois lookup, the domain was registered Friday around 3 p.m. ET. Can somebody put the volume a bit down? It's very, very loud.
Yeah, I got you. 1 second.
That's cool. Yeah, so what would happen is this happened to one of my friends, where they were going to CoinGecko. They're just logging into CoinGecko, right, and checking out their coins, and then straight away, a black screen would come up, and you would get a notification to connect your wallet, and that connect your wallet would basically ask you to put your password in. And once you've put your password in, now they have found your seed phrase for your wallet, and it turned into a hack. So these phishing scams happened on the main websites, Etherscan and CoinGecko, and it's been taken down now. But we need to know what created that, right? Like what created that. You say phishing scam. So it goes here. We are investigating the root cause of this attack to fix it as soon as possible. That's what the CoinGecko founder said, and basically we'll continue his quote. So it reads here: the situation is most likely caused by a malicious script by Coinzilla, a crypto ad network. We have disabled it now. We are monitoring the situation further. So yeah, FileZilla, CoffeeZilla, there's all these sorts of like third-party applications that connect to things like Etherscan, like CoinGecko, and what took place was pretty sad because like a lot of people are at a vulnerable state anyways when their wallets are hot and they're on their browsers. But then a sort of, you know, malicious attack like this would allow like any vulnerable user to just connect their wallet thinking, yeah, maybe it's a feature, maybe it's what CoinGecko needs, or Etherscan. Like the Etherscan's the big one. So Etherscan is where we check all our transactions, right? It's the block explorer, and this is used quite a bit. I'm sure at least 2 to 3 million times a day or more, right? In clicks. And you can see the blockchain, you can see NFTs that get mint, you can see a lot of things that are important to us, how many transactions took place. And when people are looking for their transaction ID and stuff, and when they're asked to connect their wallet, they're most likely to think, Etherscan or CoinGecko are reliable places. So we'd connect our wallet. My sort of saying is, unless it's basically a DEX or somewhere where you're providing liquidity or swapping, never connect your wallet. In fact, disconnect your wallet constantly in MetaMask, in Phantom, and in all these places. But yeah, that's what happened here. So a third-party integration. So what did Etherscan say here? So Etherscan said, we've received reports of phishing pop-ups via a third-party integration and are currently investigating. Please be careful to not confirm any transaction that pop up on the website. So the you can say phishing scam look kind of like this, right? So you would see an image here. Let me show you the image, the direct image. So it will look something like this with NFTapes.win. So people would get the idea that this is something to do with Bored Ape Yacht Club. And this is what CoinGecko had to say about it on their Twitter page. So they go, if you are on the CoinGecko website and you are being prompted to your MetaMask to connect to this site, this is a scam. Please don't connect. We are investigating the root cause of this issue. So I'm gonna kind of share this with you guys on the voice chat, so you guys can further share this and spend, like, give the good word out to your friends and family that basically use things like CoinGecko and Etherscan and other things like CoinMarketCap, because that's where these phishing scams are sort of hitting. So yeah, it's a third-party integration on these websites, and these websites like CoinGecko would use it to like bring in advertisement, right? And on clicks. So this is what happened. An advertisement sort of bot was hacked, and it started to target normal people. So yeah, guys, be careful out there. So I hope that sort of is a security sort of setup that we can all take. So that's the news there. Be careful of this. Now the next thing I want to kind of cover is Lightning Network. Lightning Network is the way Bitcoin is going to be in our houses. It's going to be as a shopping cart. It's going to be a way of paying your gym fee. The reason why Bitcoin wasn't used as a use case up till now was because of its slow moving average, right? Like you would see, someone would sort of pay at Starbucks for their coffee, and then it would take them 45 minutes for that 0.0001 needs to be sent to the recipient. So a thing called Lightning Network was introduced in the last couple of years, and we covered this quite heavily in the Bitcoin conference, and we'll continue here. So FTX Bankman-Fried hints at Bitcoin Lightning Network integration after community backlash. So what happened here, right? Let's look into this. So Sam Bankman-Fried is the main funder behind Solana. He owns a big exchange called FTX. A lot of you in America would use it to buy your crypto, to do leverage trading. And yeah, so he basically had a bit of backlash from his community. So let's read about it a little bit. After facing a backlash from the Bitcoin community over comments to the Financial Times that Bitcoin is not a payment network, Sam Bankman-Fried, the billionaire CEO of crypto exchange FTX, now hints that his exchange may implement Bitcoin Lightning Network payments. Sounds right, we'll ping devs. Bankman replied to a comment that suggested that all is forgiven if Lightning Network is integrated. No other detail about the possible integration were provided. Michael Saylor, what did Michael Saylor have to say about this? He goes, supporting Lightning will give you a competitive advantage versus all those exchanges and related Bitcoin businesses that are slow to provide support the protocol. So yeah, so Sam Bankman changes his position on Bitcoin and sends order to devs to do something. Smart people reserve the right to change their mind. Sam is smart. Was one of the comments that was given to him on Twitter. But yeah, so now he's applying Lightning Network for people to pay and deposit on their app via Bitcoin. So that's a good thing. More adoption on FTX. Looking forward to that. Let's continue. Okay, here's the cool thing. So I'm going to show you guys a video, and then we'll kind of get into the article. But this is the video. This is the latest Crypto.com sponsor. Let's check it out.
Joel, since Kansas, we've taken our own path. We've never done what everyone else did. We took on the fear. We ignored the doubt. We loved the excitement. We believed. Even when our path didn't make sense to everyone else, we kept going. We keep going until our path is the one they wish they had taken.
Oh yes, oh yes. A new basketball superstar on the rosters of Crypto.com.
I have a question, Z.
Let's go. What's up?
In like the .com bubble, like, I mean, I guess TVs weren't like a background or ads like that, but were like Google and other companies like producing like TV commercials or like big ads like this, or
No.
is this, no, right?
No.
This is just because of the age we're in.
Yeah. It's a different era. It's a different era that we're in. Back then, basically, you would have Yahoo Finance that would run adverts for all of these ad banners, and AOL would do it as well. But to go to like mainstream commercial, no, not many. Other than your Microsoft and Apples, but they were more product-based companies, right? They weren't, you can say, internet domains or ISPs. So now we're kind of seeing an update to that, right? We're seeing like things in the blockchain world kind of take that sort of eternal look into society and make sponsorship deals. So like, yeah, so it's a Crypto.com has been one of those main ones. I think they're like the first individuals that they were the first timers that bring in celebrity to the, you can say, crypto hemisphere. And I wish back then your AOLs and other sort of Yahoo Finances did the same thing, but unfortunately they didn't, and a lot of them went to dust. But yeah, it is an upgrade. This is Web 3.0. But yeah, you took us back to Web 1.0, man. That's the trip. But yeah, so this is the headline. NBA player Joel Embiid becomes Crypto.com's new face to say fortune favors the brave. I like that. Fortune favors the brave. Crypto.com third global campaign videocast Joel Embiid and takes inspiration from his career path to empathize the company's motto, fortune favors the brave. So yeah, so in their sort of pathway, they're kind of showing sort of the upbringing of Joel Embiid, right? Like he didn't just become a basketball player. Like he had to like work his way through sort of a working class neighborhood in America, and work his way through all the sort of societal issues and take risk, and really, that's how these superstars get built. So Crypto.com are actually the same. They took a huge risk as well when they started to bring out their Visa debit card, right? A Visa debit card on crypto. A ton of investigations around different governments and stuff, but they went in, they took the risk, and I think that's what they sort of embody in Joel Embiid. And that's pretty cool. I want to see much more of this, so let's read a little bit. So the video states Joel is the embodiment of fortune favors the brave, and we want to stand for that we want to stand for at Crypto.com. Staying determined and dreaming to big, his story is an inspiration for all. And like Joel, we recognize the positive impact of staying true the course of your own life, no matter what adversity you may face. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. So now we have another sponsor, another roster to the Crypto.com board. And I can't wait to see what they do in UFC, how they embody the UFC. I mean, they did Francis Ngannou earlier last year, and I want to see what they have to do with other sports, especially soccer and tennis and other sports as well. But yeah, so that's good news. Bigger sponsors. Let's continue. So we'll stay on the sports sort of era and tell you about Chelsea Football Club. So Chelsea is one of the top 4 teams in the Premier League in England. And what happened today? Like this week they followed suit with a crypto sponsor. So let's read a little bit about it. So Chelsea's new shirt sponsor is a crypto platform. Chelsea becomes the second club in the Premier League to have a cryptocurrency platform as its main sponsor. European Champions League defending champions Chelsea Football Club signed a 20 million a year shirt deal with cryptocurrency investment platform Wellfin. Chelsea, which is currently undergoing transfer of ownership, has faced significant financial challenges this season. Yeah, because of the sanctions that the Russian oligarchs had. So Roman Abramovich was one of them. The UK government sanctioned the billionaire due to his close ties with the Russian government. We're excited to reveal Wellfin app, the digital asset platform powered by Amber Group, as our new sleeve partner from the 2022 to 2023 season. Big news. So yeah, Wellfin is a cryptocurrency platform owned by a Singapore-based Amber Group. With the deal, Chelsea becomes the second club in the Premier League to have a cryptocurrency sponsor as one of its main sponsors. In February, Man United signed a 20 million a year deal with blockchain network Tezos. The deal saw the Tezos logo appear on the football club training kit, right? So additionally, several other clubs in EPL, English Premier League, are involved in crypto in one way or the other, including some of the top clubs like Manchester City, Arsenal, both of which have fan tokens. Yeah, so they have their own sort of ERC20 tokens. So sponsorships, this sort of mainstream things are just coming along. Like this is going to be a bigger sign of adoption. Like this was the news we gave you like 3 to 4 months ago. So let's watch this video again. This was the Man United sponsorship with Tezos blockchain.
The next digital revolution is here. Time for a new generation. And Tezos changing everything. You can't do what's always been done. You have to embrace a different way of thinking. With a blockchain built for you, for me, for Web3. We strive to improve, to evolve how things are created, how communities grow and develop, how you impact your environment. Get it right, and you won't just change yourself, you'll change everything.
Building the future. One block at a time.
Oh, I love this advert. It's very, very dreamy, huh? Cristiano Ronaldo saying, "We one block at a time." Beautiful. So that was the sponsorship for Man United. So now Chelsea have sort of follow suit, and now Chelsea have Wellfin as their centralized exchange sponsor. Pretty cool. So we'll look into this more and more. I think you're gonna see many more like sort of sports teams and franchises do the same thing, like take up crypto sponsorships and really embrace the blockchain. So that's pretty cool that Chelsea has followed suit there. Now the next 2 sort of articles are gonna give me something to show, because this is pretty cool. So Nasdaq, as we know, the New York's sort of like one of the biggest, you can say, indices, right? So Nasdaq is well known, and the sort of famous doorbell ring, the sort of like the ringing of a new ticker, of a new company sort of being listed. I think we're gonna see the same thing happen here. So it's pretty cool that Nasdaq are experimenting with crypto finally. Nasdaq partners with XP to launch cryptocurrency exchange in Brazil. The exchange, known as XTH, is currently scheduled to launch in Q2 of 2022. Let's see what the details are. So the creation of XTH represents an important milestone in an advancing digital asset market and our ability to offer investors greater access to the digital assets ecosystem. Through the technology partnership with Nasdaq, we are confident that XP will operate on an innovative and robust infrastructure. So let's see if we can get some quotes here. So he goes, we will have our cryptocurrency trading platform in up to 2 months. BTG proposal is to have a complete investment platform for our client. So yeah, that's the kind of things that are happening, guys. Finally, you have big exchanges like Nasdaq really looking into cryptocurrency. So this is like the old guard of finance integrating and making new changes to join the new guard. So that was the big news here. So that was pretty cool. Now, for my final bit of fundamentals today, we have some big news here. If you are a sort of, an air mile high individual that flies on planes and stuff. So this is pretty cool. So the Emirates Airline to accept Bitcoin as payment method, right? So this is pretty cool. I can't wait to travel on Emirates and use Bitcoin to pay for it. That's pretty cool. So Dubai-based airline Emirates will employ Bitcoin as a payment service as part of a push. Oh no thanks. As part of a push towards embracing blockchain and metaverse projects, according to a May the 11th report from Saudi Arabian news outlet Arab News. So let's read some quotes here. So the executive revealed that Emirates plans to employ a Bitcoin as a payment service whilst adding NFT collectibles on the company's websites for trading. Awesome. Emirates has previously mentioned it would explore NFTs and metaverse experiences, but this appears to be the first time it has publicly discussed plans for Bitcoin payments. The airline issued a press release on April the 14th announcing that it would turn a pavilion it had built for the Expo event into an innovation center with a focus on building out new tech-focused projects including metaverse, Web3, and NFT initiatives. So let's take a quote from Emirates themselves. So what are they saying here? Emirates isn't currently accepting Bitcoin or any other types of cryptocurrencies as payment. That's the latest, for now. But yeah, soon enough, you're going to be able to fly and pay it in Bitcoin. So that's the news there. Cool, guys. That concludes the fundamentals. Thank you for listening.